Smith. Um, what works as insect repellents or to kill insects? Which are the most effective agents?
This has actually been looked at scientifically pretty carefully, and the repellents that work are EPA approved, and so you can check on a list to see which ones those are. But the most commonly used ones are DEET-based repellents, and the concentration of that for adults doesn't need to be anything more than, for anybody, doesn't need to be anything more than 25 to 30% DEET to be effective. For kids, often a lower concentration of DEET is recommended depending on their size and age. That's a standard long-term in use repellent. Some people don't want to use DEET for various reasons, and there's another product on the market that is also approved called picaridin, which is probably equally effective for use on the skin. And there's another repellent, and also actually it also kills ticks, that you can use on clothing that's quite effective, called permethrin, which you spray on clothing, and it lasts for a number of wash cycles of the clothing, and then eventually you have to reapply it. But that can be very effective if you're going to have repeated tick exposures. There are lots of things people try that don't have the same scientific background in terms of support. Some of them work for a short period of time, some natural products that look attractive because they're more organic or natural, but really haven't been shown to have the durability of the other products that I've mentioned. And so for my family, we like to use things that have been well approved and we know a lot about, and there fortunately are some good options out there.
Sure. Could I ask a follow-up question? I know there have been concerns in the past about the safety of DEET, and if you search on the internet, there are all these scary stories about things that DEET does. Are any of them true?
Well, DEET is remarkably safe. It's been in use since I don't know, the 1950s or something like that. It goes way back. I think the confusion or the concerns relate to the use of high concentrations of DEET in very, very young children. And it is possible, if you use enough DEET on the skin, particularly in a young child or an infant, to get some absorption of the compound into the body. And it is if you get it in your body, it can have some neurotoxicity or nerve toxicity. It's not thought to be long lasting, but still not something that you would want to have happen. So it's important to use these repellents the way the instructions tell you to use them. And then they're safe.
Thank you so much.